Good evening, everyone. Thank you again for coming to our event. We have changed our name of our show. Our new show name is called Exploring Dream Vacations. And with that, we are visiting different destinations. And tonight, we are lucky to have Ryan here from Beaches Resorts. He's going to be going through the Jamaica and Turks and Caicos Islands and talking about how you can take your family any time of the year, really, but over spring break, during the holidays, or even during off seasons, a perfect time to take your kids. And you can actually travel by yourself. It's a wonderful location that's all inclusive, and he has wonderful things to talk about. Um, Thank you for again for joining us every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing these shows and visiting all around the world. So let's turn that over to Mr. Ryan.
All right. Well, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, and welcome everyone. So, as Jennifer mentioned, I'll kind of be taking us through a little bit of a journey this evening through some of our different resorts. I'll talk a little bit about our beaches experience, what you can expect when you head down to one of our beaches resorts, and then I'll go through the three different resorts that we do feature there in the Caribbean. So, let's get started here. So, at beaches, we are the perfect family getaway for everybody. We are the perfect getaway. So for families, couples, friends, groups, singles, anybody can go to our beaches resorts. At our sandals resorts, of course, are adults only, couples only, emphasized by romance and by love. But at beaches, we're for everyone. We're not just the beach vacation, as we always like to say. The number one thing with beaches and the biggest beaches difference is that we are kid approved. As you can see, we do have the Sesame Street characters there. It's not just that beach vacation. So we're doing so many different activities with them. We're getting them out, exploring the Caribbean, getting them down to the different areas. But the most important thing, outside of being kid approved, is that it's also mom and dad approved. Mom and dad love it down here because they feel that kind of freeness to know that they're able to relax on the beach. Sometimes there's different vacations where you're going and you're hustling and bustling all around and everything with the kids. Here, mom and dad, grandparents kick up their feet, sit on the beach and relax and the kids are off enjoying themselves down in the Caribbean. And at beaches resorts, your family is the center of our world. We always want to make sure that all of our different inclusions that we have center around the family there at our resorts. So at our beaches resorts, we do have three main levels of service, but I wanted to focus on our Butler Elite level, which is our top tier at our beaches resorts. So with the Butler Elite level, once you arrive on the resort, you're taken to your room, you go through a nice private check-in there in your room with the butler. You do have the alcohol in your room. So as the kids and as the family's getting ready, if mom or dad wants to have a drink, they can go ahead and do so. And we constantly do restock those bars as well. With the butler, you do actually get your own personal cell phone that you can call the butler. Say one morning you wanted to set up on the beach or wanted to set up by the pool, call the butler. They'll make that happen for you. They'll reserve your beach chairs. Maybe you wanted some nachos, or maybe you wanted to order 6 pizzas from the pizzeria that's close by. Place that order with the butler and they'll bring it out there for you. They really are your own personal genie on the resort, taking care of the entire family, bringing gifts, bringing little trinkets and little things for the kids and for mom and dad as well while you're down there. With the butler service, you do also have room service available um, for you. So if you wanted something early in the morning or late in the evening, you can feel free to call the butlers and they'll be able to bring that for you. At beaches resorts, there's so many unlimited ways to have more fun. And when we say you can go down to the Caribbean, sit on the beach, relax, listen to some podcasts, soak in the sun, soak in the relax in the water there, or as I always like to say, you can be as active as you want because we have so much that is included here at our specific beaches resorts. We have our kids programs where our nannies are watching over the kids. The kids go all throughout the day. Half the time, the kids start running towards the kids' camp right away a day after they arrive because they had that much fun. We're doing the arts and crafts, playing capture the flag, getting them out on the beach, getting them to mix and mingle with some of the other kids out there to create friends and create those memories And the nannies, they are certified by the International Nannies Association to make sure that everybody is safe and secure there. And we also do make sure that we have one nanny watching over a very minimum amount of kids. We're not going to have 20 kids and one nanny watching over them because we don't want anybody to have to worry about any security issues. Everything's very safe and secure down within our kids program. I mentioned before we are partnered with Sesame Street, so we have the characters that are walking around the resort. And we also include some different activities with the characters, whether that's cooking with Cookie Monster, counting with the Counts, exploring space with Grover. Um, I think they have so many different activities with all the different characters down there. There's learning the alphabet with Elmo, and we have those activities that the kids can easily walk over to. There's no additional cost, and the characters are there to make sure to make those amazing memories for the entire family. At all of our beaches resorts, we do have our Pirate Island water parks. Our Pirate Island water parks. We have our different pools, our slides for the kids can go down. We have two lazy rivers between our three resorts. We have a surf simulator at beaches Turks and Caicos. So there's so much to do. And the water slides, they're not just for the kids. You see a lot of adults going down the slides as well, enjoying that time there. But this is where you can get the entire family together and enjoying the day. Now, beaches resorts, we do automatically include all of our land sports and water sports. So, as I mentioned before, wake up in the morning, sit on the beach and not move a muscle. That's something you can do one day. Or the next day, you can be as active as you want. Take advantage of all of our water sports that are included: the kayak, hubby cat sailing, tubing, water skiing, wakeboarding, um, the paddle boarding, banana boats. We offer all of those water sports already included for you. And with our water sports as well, we have our snorkeling excursions where we actually give you the gear and say and and put you out on one of our boats. We don't just say good luck, who knows what you're going to see out there, and give you the gear. We put you on one of our dive boats, send you out into the water, send you a little bit off the resort, a little bit more on the dive boat, so you can actually go and experience the different reefs that we have down in the Caribbean. We also include scuba diving. If you are a certified diver, we offer up to two dives a day. If you've never been diving before, but it's an experience you've always dreamed of, it's a $100 charge, and then we take you out diving afterwards. We go through the nice little resort course with you. It's about 2 to 3 hours, and then, like I said, we take you out diving afterwards. So be as active as you want down here at any of our beaches resorts with our different water sports. In the evenings, we offer movie nights for all ages. We have the different Disney movies being played, some of the Pixar movies being played. For the kids, we have the popcorn machines as well to get everybody together and then just enjoying that atmosphere all in one area. For the teenagers, we have our Club Liquid. The teenagers and also the adults, because our Club Liquid, it's our nice little teen nightclub. From about 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, it opens for the teenagers. There's no alcohol in there, but we have the music, we have the dancing, the DJ, the drinks, and it's a nice little hangout spot for the different teenagers. But then at 11 o'clock, we kick the kids out. The drinks come in. The DJ pumps up the music a little bit more, and it's 18 and older from 11 to 1 o'clock in the morning, where you get that nice little nightclub atmosphere that we have. So there's so many different teen activities within the resorts. Our Xbox One Play Lounge that we have at all three of the resorts as well. And we don't just have the single player games. We have the interactive games, the Just Dance, where the kids are getting are able to make friends with each other and really get that amazing experience down on the resorts. Our Trench Town, little arcade games, the Pop-A-Shot, foosball, air hockey, and all. And this is actually only open for the kids and the teenagers. Adults are not allowed to go in here. So, as I mentioned before, it's more than just a beach vacation. We have some of the most, we sit on some of the most amazing beaches there in the Caribbean, and we want the kids to be out there. But at the same time, they have so many different activities that they can take advantage of throughout their stay or throughout your stay. Now, at beaches resorts, we want you to dine around the world. You can't talk about Beaches being that 5-star luxury all-inclusive without our 5-star global gourmet dining. And here we have all the different types of cuisines, but we want you to dine around the world, as I mentioned. So go to our French cuisine, have an appetizer. Go to our Italian cuisine, have an entree. Stand up, walk out, go to a different restaurant if you wanted to. You have that ability to go and enjoy all the different options there. We have as many as 22 unique restaurants per resort. At Beaches, Turks, and Caicos, we do have 22 different dining options to choose from. As you can see, there are kimonos, that Japanese teppanyaki. I mentioned our French cuisine, that Cafe de Paris, the early morning pastries. We have the nice little treats and desserts in the evening throughout the entire day, the coffee shop to get that French style. Our mariachi restaurant that we have there at Beaches, the Grill. Neptune's with our seafood cuisine right there with that amazing view in the background. Our stew fish with your feet in the sand, you put your toes in the sand, and you're just a few steps from that amazing beach there at Beaches Ocho Rios. And then our soy sushi. We have our soy restaurants at Beaches Turks and Caicos there. All you can eat sushi. Order as much as you want, and then head on over to another restaurant if you were still hungry afterwards. It's that full all-inclusive experience that you get here at our beaches resorts. Our British pubs where we have the fish and chips, the bangers and mash. We have the Guinness, the Newcastles, the Stellas, all the different beers there at our different pubs. Now, you can't have 5-star global gourmet dining without our 5-star premium brand drinks. Now, at all of our bars, we do have the top shelf liquor. And when we're talking top shelf, we mean our Appleton, Tito's, Crown Royal, Jack Daniels, Maker's Mark, Don Julio, Tanqueray, Bombay, all the different top shelf drinks. And we do also have our kids bars because, as I've mentioned before, it has to be kid approved. It can't just be mom and dad being the only ones enjoying the drinks there. We do have our bars for the kids where they're making the different juices, the blends of the different drinks there. Of course, they're going to be non-alcoholic, but we want to make sure our bartenders, I call them mixologists, because you can walk up to them and say, make me your favorite signature cocktail. And they'll make something up for you. And the nice thing is, if it's not something that fits your taste buds in that moment, you can ask for something else. It's not a problem. Once again, there is no additional charge. There's no upcharge for any specific liquors or any specific restaurants at any of our resorts. And at beaches, there's always something going on. We have constant nightly entertainment, whether it's our Sesame Street parade, our beaches bonfire parties that we do, the beach party. I mentioned the Club Liquid before, our Jamaica nights, our reggae nights. We have silent discos. We have country nights. There's always something going on at all of our beaches resorts. So you're guaranteed to have that nightly entertainment. We actually do have the karaoke at our pubs afterwards, which always gets fun, always gets everybody into it, to see everybody getting together and singing some of those classics down in the Caribbean. So anytime you go to any of our resorts, we want you to go and experience the island at the same time. And with that, we have Island Routes. Now, Island Routes is our excursion company because, as I mentioned, when you go to our resorts, go off the resort, experience the island, do the catamaran cruise at Beaches, Turks and Caicos. Go from Beaches in the Grill to Rick's Cafe and watch all the locals jump off the cliff. Go from Beaches Ocho Rios to Dunn's River Falls and hike up those falls, or go to Mystic Mountain and do the Jamaican bobsled roller coaster down the mountain there. There are so many different excursions, and this is something that the agents there at Travel Pros can book ahead of time for you. So rather than you arriving and wondering, I don't know what I want to do, where can I go, do I have a spot available, they can guarantee that spot for you ahead of time. So this way you're all set and there's no additional cost once you get to the resort there. So now that I talked to you a little bit about that beaches experience, I did want to bring up we're going to go through some of the resorts. And I did want to also mention that all 3 of our beaches resorts currently are open. Everything that I mentioned before, all the activities, the food, the drinks, the water sports, the land sports, everything is still happening, even in a post-COVID world. We're taking everything into consideration. We're taking health and safety. We have our platinum protocols of cleanliness. We're cleaning more, sanitizing more. but everything's still open. All three of our resorts are open. We're very excited about that, and we're ready to have you all down there. So the first island we are going to look at here, or as I should say, islands, because there are multiple of them, are the Turks and Caicos. And currently at Turks and Caicos, we're located in the Providenciales area of Turks and Caicos. The resort itself sits about 20 minutes from the airport, so it's a quick little transfer once you arrive there to the Providenciales airport. And here at Beaches Turks and Caicos, it has some of the bluest water there in the Caribbean. You sit on that beautiful stretch in Grace Bay Beach, that white powdery sand, that crystal blue water, and Beaches Turks and Caicos, it is our largest resort. We have 5 distinct villages here at this one resort. So it almost feels like you're getting 5 different resorts all together in one. Our French village, that Caribbean paradise with a French accent. You'll get a lot of your French restaurants down there. We have our large pool. It's also set a little bit back behind, away from the beach. So it's a little bit more quiet, a little bit more secluded and kind of pristine in the back area in the French village. When you look at our Key West village, that very laid back lifestyle, more of your larger suites for some larger families that we have down there that but that casual, elegant, laid back lifestyle that we have in the Key West village, the Italian village, that old world charm, your high rise buildings with some amazing ocean views there, with that Italian architecture spread throughout that village there. And with our Caribbean and seaside villages, that garden oasis with our seaside village, a little bit closer to the beach in the Caribbean, put you in those lush tropical gardens there down at Beaches Turks and Caicos. Now, Beaches Turks and Caicos, it is the most comprehensive all-inclusive family vacation. There is something for everybody here at Beaches Turks and Caicos. Whether it's an adults-only pool, an adults-only restaurant, you have your sky restaurant, where you have some amazing views up in the Key West Village. You have your Turtles Bar. You have 4 main large pools that never close, by the way. They are open 24 hours, so they're open all throughout the day, all throughout the evening. You have your Kids Bar, our Pirate Island Water Park, which is the most thrilling water park in the Caribbean. Some of the largest slides there in the Caribbean, a lazy river that floats throughout the water park, and as I mentioned, the surf simulator. Now, Beaches Turks and Caicos, it is our largest water park, and you'll see a lot of the kids on the slides, but then you'll see the adults floating around the lazy river with a drink in their hand, enjoying that atmosphere. Now, here's one of our top suites that we feature here at Beaches Turks and Caicos. This is our Key West beachfront 4-bedroom Butler Villa residence with a private pool. Right there with that beachfront access. This room can actually hold up to 12 people because it does have that 4-bedroom access, your own little private pool there, stunning views of the water from an aerial viewpoint. And once again, you're just a few steps from that that clear white sand. Here's some nice little inside views, plenty of seating areas to get the whole family down there together, enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying the company while you're down at Beaches Turks and Caicos. Now, we always say the hardest decision when going to Beaches Turks and Caicos is where are you going to eat in the evening or during the day, because there are so many different options available. I mentioned before our sushi restaurant. We have the kimonos, the Japanese teppanyaki. Each village does have multiple restaurants. So there are so many different areas. No matter where you're staying on the resort, there's always a dining option available there for you. And in the water park during the day, we have our food trucks. Our mac and cheese food truck, Mr. Mac. This is personally my favorite dining option that we have here at Beaches Turks and Caicos. You get the crab mac and cheese, the buffalo mac and cheese, cheeseburger mac and cheese, all the different types down there, and then our curls and swirls, that ice cream truck, serving some different milkshakes and the frozen yogurt there. Located right there in the water park for all the kids, and you'll even see many adults there as well at the mac and cheese food truck. Now, what I mentioned before, our different entertainment that we have at our beaches resorts, Voila is a new experience that we've started to introduce. It's that acrobatic, entertainment in the evening, the Cirque du Soleil type of experience that you get with our Jungle Book shows, the Treasure Island, Alice in Wonderland. It's a great experience that we run 4 or 5 days in the evening there at Beaches, Turks and Caicos. It's an amazing experience, an amazing show for the whole family. So now we're going to move over to the island of Jamaica. And here in Jamaica, we do have two different resorts. We're located in Negril and Ocho Rios. Both resorts are about an hour and a half from the Montego Bay Airport. Whether you're going to Beaches Negril or Beaches Ocho Rios, you're going to fly into Montego Bay. It's about an hour and a half transfer that, once again, is already included for you. So now Beaches Negril, it sits on one of the best stretches of Negril 7 Mile Beach. This resort is all about the beach. It's a very wide stretch of beach as well. So it's perfect for the families that want to relax on the beach, sit on the beach. The kids want to play sand soccer. They want to play volleyball on the beach. They want to hang out. They want to spread out on the beach and enjoy their time there. It's an amazing stretch of beach. Perfect for water sports. The water here is like absolute glass. It's as flat as can be. So perfect for the wakeboarding and the water skiing. If the kids wanted to try it out, this is a great opportunity to do so because it's already included for them. Now, we also do have our Pirate Island water park here at Beaches Negril. And as you can see, that lazy river that floats throughout. My favorite feature of Beaches Negril is the fact that there is a little kind of jungle gym that we have in the water park. And there's a large bucket that about every minute or two, a bell rings and the bucket fills with water and it dumps it all on the kids. You see kids running out of nowhere. They just come out of the woodwork and everything when that bucket of water comes. And because they want to get splashed and wet and everything, being at the water park. But it's a fun experience. It's close to the beach, so set up shop at the beach there in the morning. Have the kids go to the water park, or you can stay on the beach. It really is that relaxing experience that you get here. Now here we do have one of our Butler suites, our family suites, our tropical beachfront 2-bedroom Grand Butler family suite at Beaches Negril. But we do have the king size bed on the one side. We have the pull out sofa. We have our day beds. We have our trundles. We have the king size bed option. We also do have the double bed option here at Beaches Negril. And at this specific resort, it is that lush tropical garden type of feel that you get here at Beaches Negril, where the rooms, there's no building taller than 3 floors here at Beaches Negril. There's no room that's higher than the 3rd floor. So you get that kind of garden oasis throughout the entire resort. Now here at Beaches Negril, we do have 7 different dining options to choose from. And because the resort is very easy to get around, there's always something available. We have our pizzeria. We have our yo-yos, our frozen yogurt shop. We have our barbecue park, our mariachi restaurant. So there are so many different options here at Beaches Negril. So now we're going to head over to the Ocho Rios area at Beaches Ocho Rios. And as you can see, this resort from an aerial view, it's right there in the mountains. You're in the mountains of Ocho Rios. And the resort itself almost sits on the cliff and the edge of the beach there. So you have some rooms that are going to be a little bit higher up that overlook the beach. Ocho Rios, it's an amazing view of the water, and it's that cove style beach where it's very easy to get around here at Beaches Ocho Rios. On the left-hand side, you can see our Pirate Island water park, filled with plenty of different water slides, but it's a little bit more off to the side. So if you wanted to come here and you maybe had some older kids and they wanted to be away from some of the younger ones, the water park there is off to the side. So it's not right smack dab in the middle of the resorts. But we do have the kids friendly swim up pool bars here. The kids always kind of running around the resort and enjoying themselves. Here we have one of our Greek beachfront suites. This is in our Greek village. And our Greek village actually sits right on the edge of that cliff with some amazing oceanfront, our beachfront views right from outside of your room. And as I mentioned before, you get the double beds, you get the pull-out sofa, or the day bed or the trundle um, that you can have here at Beaches Ocho Rios. So perfect for families of 4, families of 5 that you can have here. And it's that nice, authentic Caribbean style that you get with a little twist with some fresh new colors. Now here at Beaches Ocho Rios, we also have 7 different dining options to choose from. In the evenings, our Italian restaurant does turn into an adults-only restaurant, so mom and dad can take that time to themselves. But at the same time, for the kids, our kids camp is open, so they could be out enjoying a movie, having fun, maybe interacting with some of the other kids, while mom and dad take some time to themselves. Because as I mentioned before, it's always mom and dad approved here at our beaches resorts. So at Beaches Ocho Rios, we also do have our Jamaica Golf and Country Club, which is just a few minutes down the road, which we do offer um, transportation to. And this is perfect for kids. Also, we do offer the lessons here if they were interested. It's about 15 minutes, complimentary greens fees. All they have to do is pay for a cart and a caddy here at our Jamaica Golf and Country Club. So I always like to say that with our beaches resorts, the moments that bring you back and the moments that really leave that lasting image are of the little ones, of the kids when they see the Sesame Street characters for the first time, when they're playing in the sand and they're enjoying themselves there, or they're able to just eat nonstop all throughout the entire time. We always say sometimes the best moments in life are the simple ones there when it comes to our beaches resorts. And I did also want to mention, I don't know, I'm not sure if the slide's going to come up, but for coming out this evening and for joining us, we do have a nice little incentive that we wanted to offer to you. So if you happen to place a deposit down and book within the next 7 days, if you book 6 nights or longer in one of our club level or butler level suites, you can choose one of the following 4 options. It could be a $250 spa credit you can use for nice couples massage. We can do mother-daughter spa appointments, or you can use it all for yourself. Either way, how you wanted to use it. Your second option could be a $250 combo credit, which is $100 towards the spa, $100 towards a private beach candlelight dinner, and $50 towards the photo shop. You can use that. Your third option could be towards the Discover Scuba program. So if you wanted to try scuba diving down there, we would cover that cost for you. And then last but not least, your fourth option, if you're going, pardon me, to either Jamaica or Turks and Caicos, you can take advantage of a catamaran cruise. So you do get any of those 4 options. And Jennifer and Glenda, they know both of those promotions there and the incentives. So if you have any questions for them, they could easily help and give you more details there. But it's always the perfect time for a vacation. It's never too early to start looking, especially with our beaches resorts. If you're looking for the summer, if you're looking around for a certain holiday, at least a year out, you have to look. I mean, Christmas, I even think Christmas of 2022 is already booking up. So the sooner the better. You place that deposit down, you can set up a payment plan. So it's very simple, but it's never too early, and the kids are always ready to go down. So with that being said, I wanted to thank you all for joining us this evening, and I will pass it back over to Jennifer.
Oh, well, thank you. Things that you don't mention in your presentations are things that maybe I can touch on. I do a lot of destination weddings and group travel, and you guys have the best program for amenities for groups. If it's a social group, you're getting your pictures taken as a group. Each room gets a 5x7 photo. You also get dinner reservations. You also earn free rooms. Depending on the time of year, it's in peak season. And of course, it can't be over a holiday. I think you earn the 6th room free. And then in off season, which is going to be, of course, when the kids are back at school, isn't it the 12th room free? No. Peak time is the 12th room free. and off season is the 6th room free. Is that right, Ryan?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and then if it is more of a social group, you get the amenities for the social group, and if it's a wedding group, then you're able to get, and that can be a vow renewal as well, a symbolic wedding, that you're going to get so many bells and whistles towards your reception and for your wedding. So I always compare it and I show people what the difference is for the resorts in Jamaica and why it is such a great value. Turks and Caicos, we really don't have anything to compare with you. There is no family friendly resorts like you do in Turks and Caicos. And the place is just incredible. And there's something for everybody. So when you're planning, it's an easy choice to make because you want to make sure that everybody has the kind of food they want to eat, the activities, you want to have the best beach. I can't say enough. And especially because they're the innovators. And I can't stress that enough where it comes to all inclusive. They're the ones that create all of these different amenities for an all inclusive. You can't, Mexico is wonderful, but they can't really touch what beaches and sandals do because they're the ones that actually started it. And you think about the swim up pool bar, butler service, a la carte style dining, where each of the restaurants have their own kitchen instead of one kitchen that cooks for every restaurant. It may be a little bit more expensive, it seems, but the quality is definitely there. I just came back from Barbados and I ate lobster morning, noon, and night. It was incredible. And I eat, of course, more lobster during that time because, I'm getting it. If I want 2 tails, I get 2 tails. They don't look at you funny. They're just like, no problem. And I just absolutely love it. I tell people when their beer gets warm, you just get another. I'm a fan of dirty bananas. If you've ever had those are like banana daiquiris with chocolate in them. Oh my God, they're so good. So we are actually looking at Thanksgiving again and considering either going back to Barbados or back to Jamaica. It's our heaven, and we can't stress it enough. And I didn't introduce myself from the beginning. My name is Jennifer Garris, and I've owned Travel Pros now 16 years, but I've been with the company for 25, and it is something that I really enjoy. You talk to people with customer service, and a person was so kind to me yesterday on the phone. He goes, "Thank you for answering the phone. You know how many people that aren't answering?" And it's sad because there's not going to be many travel agents after COVID, unfortunately. And we're not going anywhere. Me and Glenda are full time. She's down in Houston. I'm in Norfolk, Virginia, but we also have Pennsylvania with the North Travel Pros North, and we have California with Travel Pros West. So we can service anybody mainly because everything's online these days. When people say, well, we can book it online. Well, I'm online too. So we can help you, and we're front with you from the very beginning until the time you get home. And that's a huge thing because things can happen, and you just need that extra support of having somebody at no additional cost. And that's another great thing. We don't cost you anything. We get paid by the tour companies, and it's the same price or sometimes lower if we're able to get our air lower. And we're able to help you through any kind of questions that you possibly have or concerns. So, Miss Carolyn, I am so happy that you're on here with us tonight. If you have any questions or anything, you can definitely let us know. Do you have a group or other people that may be interested in these properties?
So I was just leaving something in the chat because I know you're recording. So essentially for me, I'm a solo traveler and I'm more interested in the adult type resorts, but I am looking to see what's available and very interested in, trying to get some things scheduled. I am a grandmother with 13 grandkids.
Oh
actually.
my, yes.
Yes, and while he was giving the presentation, I was thinking about those would be nice places for my kids to take their kids for, family vacation. So I was going to send this link for the video to them and let them know that I think that these would be awesome options for them to use. It sounds like, you know, because their ranges, the kids' ages are ranged from 7 to 18 actually. So I thought it was very awesome that they had, you know, something for all of the different age groups at these resorts. So I was going to wanted to get the link to send to my kids, and I'm sure they would share. But for me, I'm more of a solo adult traveler, but I am interested in like Turks and Caicos. I've traveled a lot, Bangkok. I've been just about a lot of places, but I haven't hit Turks and Caicos. And so I was interested in talking to you about a trip there, or if there is some other group that I can get in with or anything like that. But yeah.
Well, they have they call them best friend getaways. And it's not that men can't go, but it is more geared toward women travelers. And they do that sometimes at the Jamaica resorts as well as in Turks and Caicos. And Brian, are you guys going to start that program back up?
Yeah, I think I don't know, we might have some dates for next year available, but I don't know. Rooms have kind of been selling pretty fast on that, so kind of take a look at that but I don't know if we're adding more dates or not. So I would look into that going to the beach's website.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually looking for next year. I'm booked through. I start booking my vacations in like February, and I do at least 2 or 3 international and then 2 domestics or something. So I'm already booked for this year. I'm looking for 2022. The only one I have set at this time is Paris in March. So if there's something for next year, that's going to be better for me anyway.
Oh, well, that's good because they really do a lot of fun stuff. You know, of course, includes spa treatments and you know, dinners and everything. Off time, of course, if you do go to the beaches, when the kids are back in school is the perfect time for you to visit one because, you know, no offense to children, and beaches is wonderful because they do have so much to do, you barely see them. But you'll get better pricing if it's not over like spring break, and you'll probably be a little bit more saner.
Yeah, and I actually have a lot of flexibility with my schedule. So off season would work as well. I just would need to figure out the time frame. And like I've been to Jamaica so many times. I haven't been to any of the beaches there. They look marvelous. But I'm more interested in Turks and Caicos. I have a whole list of places I want to see. I don't want to go to the same place twice. So I haven't been to Turks and Caicos. And from what you've Ryan talked about, that's the only location I would be interested in.
Oh, well, you can't go wrong with that place. And when you talk about food, they have to fly everything in. So everything is fresh. And oh my gosh, when they would do a smoothie for me and the fresh berries, literally they just arrived to the island. They were incredible. Yeah, so it is. It's a wonderful experience. Well, I thank you so much for coming tonight. And it'll take me till tomorrow to upload it onto the website and onto the YouTube page.
Okay.
But after that, if you have any other questions, you just let me know.
So how do I reach you, Jennifer?
Oh, my number is 757-425-3737.
Okay, so I'll definitely give you a call and talk about what options there are. And I don't have an issue with the off season. I just wouldn't want to go, you know, during the season time to a family resort. It's just not my thing. But I do think my kids would very much be interested in taking their kids to some of these resorts. They're very nice.
Oh, good. Well, definitely give us a call and stay in touch, and I'll see you on Meetup.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, Ryan. Awesome presentation.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.